Hey, 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 beautiful souls. How are y'all today? Let me tell you guys what a day it has been. What a day it has been. This is a really, really sad day in our city. This morning, this is my high school that I graduated from many moons ago. A student was killed this morning, stabbed to death. I don't know the backstory. I don't know if it was bullying or who started it, but it was between two male students, and I don't know if it was the one that maybe was defending themselves killed the other, or vice versa. But it happened in the restroom, and what is so sad with our society today is there were students standing around recording and watching, not intervening. That is, to me, is coward behavior. And I don't know what is going on with this generation where you can watch someone getting harmed by a weapon and not do anything. That's a difference in fist fighting. But a weapon? So my heart is grieving. And the crazy thing about it is, before Thanksgiving, they had parent night, and I went and talked to the parents, telling my story and my situation about domestic violence as a family member. And the crazy thing was, we were supposed to speak today and educate the students today in the gym. That is so wild to me. And this happened like before all the students got to school this morning. So this is a really, really sad and tragic moment in time in our city, in our school system. There's just been a lot going on in the school systems these past 5 to 6 years. But this is really a sad, sad day. And I don't even think I want to even give y'all a message today. If anything, I'll probably give you a message from my purple ribbon release cards. But that is so wild to me that we were supposed to speak there today. I am in partnership with Family Services, for one, with my organization, Sound the Silence in Domestic Violence, as well as I am one of the co-chairs for Survivor Voices, which is an advocacy group. We are not, we are a group that are survivors beyond their crisis. So we're not like a support group as far as other people that may be going through domestic violence at this time. We are here to uplift each other, get out in the community and educate, and things like that about domestic violence. Getting laws passed through legislation, stuff like that, that we do in the community, and just having a voice, being in rooms that we used to weren't invited to have a voice from a survivor's perspective, which has made a huge difference. And I am so honored to be a part of Survivor Voices, as well as being one of the co-chairs, and also being in rooms where I can speak on behalf of Survivor Voices. And it has made a huge difference in the world. So I'm just so heartbroken. And that just let me know that we have so much more work to do in our community. And, this is why I do what I do. And some of you may think this is nothing the messages that I do. But these messages are life-changing if you apply them. And I am not here to, like I said before the other day, I'm not here to debate your beliefs. I don't care what you believe in. I know that what I do, I know it works because I have experienced the power of what I do. And it has been very life-changing for me. And if you don't believe in the power of alchemy, Jesus Christ was the greatest alchemist of all. To take 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and feed thousands of people, that's alchemy. To walk on water, that's alchemy. But it's allegory. It's allegory. So if you don't believe in the power of Christ consciousness, I feel sorry for you. Because we all are Christ consciousness collectively. And what we believe can happen on a collective level. So, Jesus was the greatest alchemist. That's why I always say, what would Jesus do? He was the greatest alchemist of all times. So, I believe in alchemy, and it has been a game changer in my life. And if you don't believe this work, then don't do it. But it works. It works. It's a mind thing. It's a conscious thing. It's a Christ consciousness. It's a Christ consciousness. Energy never dies. When you die, your energy goes somewhere else. It just transforms to something else. You don't die. When you die, you're not dead forever. It transforms to something else. So energy does not die. When you take a tree and make paper out of it, that's energy. When you take a tree and make a chair out of it, it's energy. It just transforms to something else. Everything has energy. You just can't see it. You can't see all the energy, but definitely you can feel energy. Especially from people. So, I ain't here to change nobody. I ain't here to convince nobody. If you rock with me, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. I ain't here to convince you of anything. Of anything. So, I am going to do a release card because, you see, just within our families, everybody has some type of childhood trauma. Some may be more major than others. Some more may be more traumatic than others. But we all got something that has affected us from childhood that we can improve upon. We can improve upon. So this is why I do what I do. Because trust me, I came from a lot of childhood trauma. And today, I ain't even bothered by a lot of stuff that used to like break me down. And if I share with y'all all the stuff that I done been through in my lifetime, people look at me and they say, you're so strong. No, I had to work on myself. I had to work on myself. It takes work. I had to work on myself to heal myself. These things work. They work. I know people go to church every day, been in church all their lives, and don't know how to transmute the energy to make their life better. So it's all in what works for you. So I've seen it from all sides. Good, bad, and indifferent. But it's all about what you're willing, the work you're willing to put in to improve, heal yourself. Heal yourself. I used to cry at the drop of a dime. But I know I am here to inspire, uplift, encourage. I am not here to save you. You are here to save yourself. And who's ever keeps selling you this savior crap? No, everybody got issues. You're here to save yourself. You're here to save yourself. You can get as much help as you want, but until you make that change, nobody can do it for you. They even tell you with domestic violence, until that woman decides she's sick and tired of being sick and tired, she's ready to leave, it's still up to her. No matter what abuse this man is doing to her, they will tell you it is up to her. So at the end of the day, it's still up to you to do your own healing, to get delivered from your own pain, suffering. So when you see me smiling in these streets, honey, I done put in my work, and I'm continuing to put in my work. Because when I get things that trigger me, I know that is something I need to work on. Or when I'm looking at something and it's mirroring back to me, that is upsetting me, that's something I need to work on. So, honey, I'm not offended by anything that you coming at me, because that means you're not my tribe. You're not my tribe, baby. Go find your tribe. Okay, so we're going to see what the divine... We're not doing cards today. We're going to do the Purple Ribbon Release card, because our city needs this. So we're going to see what the divine... What's the divine message to release, to alchemize this negative energy that has been bestowed upon our beautiful city. Okay, we'll do that one. It's not a release card though. All right, here we go. I release judgment of myself and by others. Okay? I release judgment of myself and by others. Okay, so like the situation that happened today, I'm not 100% that it was a bullying case, but If it was, one student may felt like he was being judged. He was being judged and he wanted to get revenge. Or maybe the other person was being a bully. I don't know. But we got to release this judgment of ourselves and this judgment by others, that it makes us feel so inadequate, so low on the totem pole, so insecure about ourselves. So we need to write this on a piece of paper and burn it. Write it on a piece of paper and burn it. Then get you a candle, because this is low vibrational energy. Get you a candle and write on there. For one, this card also fell out, but this is not my, this is a purple ribbon, but this is I am card. I am grateful for my life. Someone lost their life today. I am grateful for my life. No one has a right to take your life because they are unhappy. But if this fellow was in self-defense, it's sad that a student had to be in self-defense. If he took a life to save his life. So this is something you can write on the candle. This is something else you can write on. I shall live but not die. I think highly of myself. I am confident in who I am. Because see, these type of things affect the lower chakras. Your root chakra. Your sacral chakra. So you might need to get a red candle or orange candle. Your solar plexus, a yellow candle, and write these positive things on there. You're going to write this negative thing on a piece of paper and you burn it, because you're alchemizing the energy. You're changing the trajectory of your life. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet, but I am just like, we cannot save anybody. We have to heal from within. Everybody is trying to look on the outside, What can we do on the outside? Everything has to start within you. That's what the beginning has to do. And we got to heal those traumas from within, from childhood, that we're carrying into adulthood. And it's just, we got to do it. And here is here's something I say in my book. Abuse, especially domestic violence. My book, Her Voice Beyond the Grave. Abuse, especially domestic violence, has been such a taboo in our community, society, and world that it has had the stamp of approval for shame and guilt, which are the lower chakras. While bullied into silence as if we was branded upon our minds for many to turn a blind eye, fall on deaf ears, and zip our lips. And that's exactly what happened today in the bathroom. Those people stood around, those students stood around, zipped their lips, and watched two guys fight till one was dead. Enduring generational curses, passed on abuse from one generation to the next, filled with brokenness, secrets, and lies. Children made to bear hidden childhood traumas, seamlessly transported into their adulthood life, spreading like wildfire without a clear understanding as to how they got there. I truly believe that unhealed and unresolved childhood traumas are one of the biggest threats to our society. Yes, our society. So that is all I have to say today. My heart is grieving, and I know that there is so much more work to do in this community and our world, our society, and let's do it. Let's heal ourselves first. Let's heal ourselves first, and it's a constant journey. But I love you guys, and my name is Cassandra, but they shine, and it is through our voices and stories that we can help or inspire others to become survivors. Sound the silence in domestic violence. Even though this wasn't domestic violence, it was violence. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day and rest of your week. Love you.